Alright, so about my Air Force processing to get into the Air Force. So, of course, you know, you go to the office, you meet your recruiter. At first, I had a recruiter. Her name was Sergeant DeHorney. She was my recruiter for maybe, like, I want to say a month. And, you know, you take the practice test. She tell you to go home, study, you know, get ready for the ASVAB. And so when I got ready for my ASVAB to get ready to schedule, she called me in the office and we were going to schedule my testing. And I can't really remember what came up, but something came up to where I was going to come back the next week. And eventually after that, she got promoted to doing something else. So she was no longer my recruiter. And so then it put me in the position of waiting again. This was probably in February. You know, I was ready to sign in February or March. Let's say March, okay? So after spring break of 2012, which is still 2012 now, but after spring break, you know, I came back. And so Sergeant DeHorney's boss was in the office filling in for her, I guess you can say. So the whole time while he was filling in for her, you know, he was like, you know, just keep studying, get prepared. We're going to have a recruiter in here, you know, sooner or later. So the whole time I'm waiting, you know, to get assigned to a new recruiter because I guess they have a rule that once you're in school, you can't really change your recruiters because your recruiter is assigned to that school. So with me being assigned to that recruiting station, I had to stay with that station until I turned 18, which I didn't turn 18 until September after I graduated high school. So it would have put me back further. So I was like, okay, cool, you know, I'm going to just sit back and I'm going to chill and I'm going to wait. And so finally I got a recruiter, Sergeant Irvin. That's my recruiter. So the whole time, you know, he was like, all right, you know, we met, went to the office, and he put me on the test again just to see where I was because it had been such a long period of time that I've sat out and waited until I was scheduled to take my ASVAB. So he put me on the computer again and I tested and took my test and everything went well. And then my processing, it really was fast. It was fast, you know, I wasn't prepared for it. But at this time, it's like June, I want to say it's June, we graduated, I believe, June 4th. So I want to say right now it's May, it had to be like after May 18th or so. So, after, he was like, you know, I'm going to get with you in June. Because now that he was my new recruiter, something else came up with him. They sent him off to training for, I think, 3 or 4 weeks or something. So I had to sit and wait for him, which pushed it back until June. So now it was like, which pushed it back until May. So now that it's like June, now that it's May, at the end of May, you know, I'm getting ready to graduate high school. And so he comes back at the beginning of June, which is when we graduated. He came back like June 1st. And we graduated June 4th. No. We graduated June 1st. Something like that. Whatever.